I always did sing. I sang from the time I was a youngster. I used to work the Elks and the Moose and, the different lodges, the Sons of Italy. And I was very large in those days. I mean, I was... You get $1, $1.50 a night, and it was fun, And then I worked with another fellow who was... we had kind of a duo going. He was a comedian with a funny hat, and I was a straight man. I got married when I went with Freddie Carlone, which is be 43 years. Long time. That's how I keep track of how many years I've been in our business, because the first year I joined Freddie Carlone's band, we got married. He was in Cleveland, and I got up on stage and sang a song, and I went back home to my hair cutting, and he called me and asked me if I wouldn't like to join the band. At the time, I had my own shop, as I say, and I didn't know that'd be very profitable but my father said, try it. You like singing, go ahead and try it. So I went with the band.
And that decision was probably the most important in his career. However, in those pre-amplified days, to make his voice carry, he had to use a megaphone.
Well, we were working at a park, because this when I was about 22. I had my big silver, the silver stuff inside with my name on it. And then the microphones came in. And I was telling the boys that I was working at a park where they amplified the whole park coming from the ballrooms. So the band leader says, you got to sing into that. And there used to be the microphone with the rubber bands, if you remember that. It's a little young for that, Benny. But I said, sing into what? He says, that thing. And it goes all, goes around the park. I says, no, I won't have any of that. I got my microphone. And so then I compromised. I used to sing through the megaphone into the microphone. And everything sounded because I used to get some beautiful tones with that thing, Without a song, the day would never end. Without a song, road would never bend. When things go wrong, a man ain't got a friend. Without a song, that field of corn would never see a plow. That field of corn would be deserted now. A young one's born, but he's no good no how. Without a song, I've got my troubles and woe, but sure as I know that Jordan will roll, I'll get along.
He seems to put into a song things that your own thoughts in a way, You sort of think, oh, I've thought that sometime or other, and he's put it into a song.
Just got a fine voice. You can hear what he's singing about, and he sings the best songs.
Beautiful quality of voice. He's got a wonderful, not a hollow voice like nowadays, but a really deep quality. It's wonderful.
I think he sings just the same now. His voice sounds the same as it did many years ago.
The type of voice or the type of singing I do is, it isn't something that you get up in the morning and you start vocalizing. Because if I vocalize for a half hour, then I've blown the show. Then it's time to go take a nap again. But if I feel good and have had a good night's sleep, I don't have to worry too much about singing. I love to get out of bed, and I do. I take a nap before every show. And as I say, sometimes I wake up right in the middle of without a song, because that's the loudest. In my soul, I'll never know what makes the grass so tall. I'll never know what makes the rain to fall. I only know there
Thank you.